So step one, I'm just going to show you the REST API running, and I'm just going to do it using a browser. So instead of Angular now, I'm going to actually use just a plain browser here to actually present the data. So this will just be a browser, and there we'll do what we call a GET request, just to kind of grab some data here, right? So this guy will do the call. He will do it like this. He'll say, okay, I need some data. I'm going to grab it from send something over the wire. I'm going to get a REST API. I'm just going to return the data and show it. Let me show you what that means. Let's try here to go into the JSON placeholder. Now, they have a lot of things we can test out here, like comments. So if I click this guy, notice I have a URL here that actually returns a list of comments. So putting in this URL right here will actually return a list of comments in JSON. Now, if you don't have this presentation like I do, it's because I added an actual JSON plugin to show this in a more structured style. So let me try and show you that one. Settings, extensions, then I have this plugin called JSON View, this one right here. Now go and grab it if you want a better view of your JSON code instead of what you'll get normally. This is very important. Let me try and disable this just to show you what it would look like if I did not have that JSON view, and let me just try and refresh. It will look something like this. It's still readable, but it's not pretty anymore. So that's why I actually keep that JSON view up and running. So now you guys know what JSON is all about. It's pretty much just the list of data that we want to get back, okay? And this is how we can call comments. What we're going to do is we're going to call post instead, like this. So we're going to make a call for this link right here, and then it will actually return these guys in a separated list like we have right here. And that's what we want to convert into actual course objects right now. So they won't have a description, they will have a title and an ID, and that's all we need for now. We'll make it better later. So that's all for this lesson. Now you guys know how we're going to use the REST API calling these requests. I noticed that every time I make a request here, it's actually what we call a GET request. So since I'm from the browser calling, I know for a fact that I'm going to do a GET request right now, and that's for getting data over the wire. So that's why it's a GET request, and you can't, without a form, you can't do that in a browser without something like Postman or another helper tool. We'll look into that later. So right now, GET request, we'll get a response, we'll get some data. That's what I just showed you. Let's do the same from the core service. See you next time.